This video chart presentation, Enter1 Inc. Enter1 trades on the NASDAQ Global Markets under the ticker HEV. It's a pretty interesting chart through here. A lot of different things going on with it. It's a nice little bounce through here. It doesn't look like much, from around $1 all the way up to $1.50. That's a 50% move. So that's a pretty solid move, gaining 50 cents a share. Came back down, fell through that support right there around $1. This move on Monday to gap up like this, even though it didn't hold the gains, pulled back with a pretty big spin and top. That's kind of a kicking pattern mentality. This stock gapped up quite a bit, and then yesterday added a little bit more to it, pinned right against that old support level now resistance. So this chart's certainly going to hit the watch. Let's see if this is going to try and continue. Nice look with the MACD trending back towards zero. Classic PPO ADX pinch. One thing we always talk about is the trend back towards zero with the PPO after the pinch. So that's sitting pretty good. ADX just in a pretty neutral position right there, not getting much from it. MFI making a sharp move. Clearly some buying pressures come in over the last couple days. Accumulation distribution hasn't really got it going on. That's partially because of that big long-legged spinning top that went on. If it would have held those gains, we'd have seen a sharp movement in the accumulation distribution, but because it didn't, it never really made much of a turn. Shaking money flow, of course, is based on the accumulation distribution. That's why it didn't do much either. Still a ways away from zero. Selling pressure is still dominant over the 20 periods. CCI starting to make a little bit of an uptrend. Full stow showing some momentum coming into the play. Trix also putting together an uptrend. Of course, you can't really draw it through here yet because it hasn't made the turn, so this is an inaccurate trend line. But if it does make a turn, that's the kind of thing you're looking for. Keep trending back towards zero. Of course, the RSI is based on momentum. Sharp move through there. With the volume picking up, buying pressure coming in, RSIs move pretty quickly along with that. Primarily what I'm looking for, there's a bottom support right there around 76 cents. I wouldn't say I'm actually eyeballing that as far as a support level. I'd really much rather see this hold right in through this area, kind of on the bottom part of yesterday. You can see it hit a low of 91 cents. That's where I'd like to see support hold. There's a little bit of resistance right around that 90-cent mark. If it couldn't hold that, I'd be a little bit skeptical. It's probably going to slip all the way back down to the 75, 76-cent mark. I'd see how it reacts at that point. But as of yesterday's movement, I'm going to look for around 90 cents to hold. Of course, I'd like to see volume stay strong because it's got a pretty tough spot right here around $1.04, $1.05. See $1.06 was a support in here. The $1 is a common psychological barrier. You can see it closed right at $1. 4.6 million shares. There's plenty of liquidity in this play. And I want to see if it's going to punch through that $1 to $1.05 area. If it does, then of course I'll be looking for a pullback that holds a higher high. Maybe over the next month or so create some sort of large inverted head and shoulders, which is a pretty strong multi-month reversal pattern. And that of course would be based on the idea if it goes up, comes back down, trying to hold that dollar mark, continue the upward trend of the long-term indicators, and see if it would take another run at trying to make a stronger move. Of course, there'll always be some very strong resistance right there around $1.50. 50-day moving average is in the way first, registering $1.25. I'd expect some more resistance there. Again, that's all down the road, and that's looking at the long-term picture of this chart with trying to identify the 75-cent mark as a true bottom for HEV. As always, I don't know anything fundamentally about this company. It's just a technical look at it. Obviously, it's lost a lot of value. But technically speaking, it looks like it's trying to establish a bottom. And for that reason, it's going to hit the watch list from here forward and see how it performs. As always, it's merely my interpretation of the Enter1 chart. Thank you for watching and trade smart.